Hello everyone, Monty and I have made it to Auchindoun Castle, which is near Dufftown. It's about 2.5 miles away from Dufftown, which is in Speyside. Monty's here. There we go. And yeah, we've got a little car park here, only big enough for about maybe 4 cars in total, and parking is free. And then the castle is in this direction over here. See, we actually came from this main road over here. It was the road from Huntly to Dufftown, and there's a little turn off, and very bumpy road, and yeah, quite a hilly road as well, one way the whole way. So yeah, I think if you met a tractor or something on that road, you definitely have to turn back. There's no passing places at all on that bit of road there. And now we've just got a short walk to Auchidoun Castle, and I'll talk a little bit more about it when we get there, a little bit of the history and things that I learned about it just when I've been researching it. And yeah, this is Monty's first time at Auchindoun Castle. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Lovely day today. It's just a little bit blustery, a little bit windy, but it's not cold. I think it's around 16 degrees. And there was only 4 cars in that car park, including my one. So yeah, I'm expecting it to be quite quiet around these parts. Getting some lovely views already, even just from here. We climbed a little bit in the car, so we're already a little bit higher up than what we've only walked. But yeah, some lovely views of the hills. There must be a farm up here, a farmhouse, big house here. And yeah, off in the distance there is the castle. You see a few people walking about, but it is a ruined castle, of course. Hundreds of years old. It's a short, I would say 5 to 10 minute walk from the car park to the castle itself. I believe over there that would be Benbreness. Monty and I did that not too long ago. A hill local to here. And yeah, this way takes us to the castle. Looks like there's a little dip here, and then off to the castle on the left hand side. We've got to go just through a series of gates to get to the castle itself, and of course there is wildlife located either side of this. There's a park, so I can see some sheep off in the distance over here. That's not got a good view, all you're seeing is a tree. There's another gate up here as well. View of the castle. Monty is making his way up. So yeah, some lovely views over here as well. So made it to the top of the castle here on the hill, and yeah, some beautiful views. We'll have a little explore in just a few moments. Just stopping here to give Monty a couple of biscuits. He's not going to take any water, I don't think, just due to his obsession with treats. The castle is just behind me here. Hello Monty. There is some information about the castle just on this sign here. We'll have a little look and go around the exterior and also the interior of the castle as well. Some information about the castle here. You can pause the video. Actually, I've got some facts of my own on my phone that I was going to read. But yeah, if you want to pause this video, you might want to read what this says. You might just go look at the exterior. Not sure if you can go all the way around it. You can see there's some fencing down that far side there. Yeah, we should be able to make our way right round. sometimes it can be quite challenging filming with a dog. He is just wild sometimes when all the smells and things. Oh me. Some beautiful views this side as well. I guess it's just about made our way right around the castle, and I think now I'll go and talk a little bit about it and look into the interior of the castle itself. So this castle, Auchidoun Castle, is said to have been built by Thomas Cochrane. He was actually a favourite of King James III, and Cochrane was employed by the king to control the earldom of Mar after the execution of John, the Earl of Mar, who was the king's brother. Cochrane was hanged at Bridge in 1482 by James's nobles during a plot to unseat the king. And Lauder is in the Scottish borders. So yeah, the castle is well over 400 years old, maybe even coming up to 500 years old. We're just kind of look into the interior now. There's a sign over here actually. Just a bit more information on the castle itself. But in the 1500s, the castle was said to be owned by the Ogilvies, and in 1571 a party of Gordons from Auchindoun attacked and burned the nearby Corvat Castle, along with its occupants, so all those people must have died. This act was retold in the Ballad of Edom o Gordon, which was a product of the endemonic Catholic Protestant family between the Gordon and the Forbes families. And later that century, in 1894, it was sold to Sir Adam Gordon. Here's some information about the castle itself. Feel free to pause the video to have a little read. It's giving it some information that I've already said. This is maybe what they used to look like, the interior here. So it looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 levels to this. Of course, back in the day there's always clash of the clans with families fighting against each other. Yeah, this is the main image, what it would have looked like in the 16th century, as it says in that description there. Okay, Monty. We'll go have a little walk around the interior here. So many different peak holes here. Get some really good views from these gaps in the walls here. Other interior bit in here. We'll have a little look at it, see if we can do it. And by 1725 this castle was actually laid derelict at that point, and it wasn't until the 1960s that it was sort of taken over, and now it's run by Historic Scotland. Admission is free, you don't need to pay to come in here, which is always a good thing, of course. Sorry, Monty is trying to get inside here. We'll have a little walk and see if we can get in the other way. Yeah, as I say, 1960s was when this castle was then taken over. If you can, yeah, it looks like you can get in here. So I think this would have been possibly the cellar down here. And it actually was excavated in 1980s, and it was said that what was found was a barrel vaulted chamber under the floor. So that was revealed by the excavation in 1984. Quite low ceilings in here. But I'm sure this place would have been buzzing with people and just the whole aura of the place as well. Of course, this is all fenced off because you don't want people falling down in that, what was the cellar, I believe. Can you see, Monty? Can you see? It's actually my sister. My sister came here the other day, and I sort of wanted to go myself, first ever time here. So yeah, it's probably down to her that I'm here today, and also Monty, of course. And yeah, you can see the different levels of the castle here. Yeah, I think it was probably 4 levels, and of course the cellar as well. So it was actually 1962 that the castle was taken over by the state, and it was actually 2007 that it was open to the public. So yeah, what was that? That was what, 18 years ago this was open to the public. And yeah, beautiful place, beautiful views when you get days like this. Yeah, this is just a quick visit to the castle. I noticed there's like a little path over this direction, which hopefully I'll get some good angles of the castle. We'll maybe just head over there, slightly further away, but you'll get a better concept of how big the castle is from a little further away. Just I don't have my wide lens again with me, so yeah, anything you sort of see looks to be quite close up, and it doesn't fit into one shot. Around to see the castle now. This is a bit of a wider shot of the castle itself. And then Benrinnes, just off to the right hand side, just right on that corner there. Right there, I think it's Benrinnes. Monty, here. Is she coming? Monty, here. Come on in. Come on. Good boy. I think what we might go do now is head back to the car and get some water, Monty. That sounds good. And then, I'm not sure, we might even head off to Dufftown. It's not too far away. It's about 2.5 miles away. We might go just have a little explore there and maybe get something to eat and if there's anything open. Yeah, then head home. Just one last view of the castle from the side on. Now we're just going to head back to the car and then on that bumpy road, which was not an enjoyable drive, if I'm honest. But yeah, really liked coming here. I mean, we've only been here for about 20 minutes. But yeah, lovely to explore all these sort of historic castles in the area. And as I say, it's free, so definitely worth a little visit if you can have the opportunity to do so. Come on, Monty. Just made it back to the car. Just a short walk from Auchindoun Castle. And we're stopping for a little break here. Good boy. Take some water, Monty. Turns out that this dog does drink water from his bowl. Just takes a few minutes. Me? Good boy, Monty. This is what I mean about the road. Quite bumpy, very narrow. Yeah, even if you met a smart car on this road, you would be knackered. No passing places apart from one very small one back there. But yeah, if you met a tractor, you've had it, I'm guessing. And this is me going very slow. This is me going 5 miles an hour, and it's very bumpy. We have made it to Dufftown. Dufftown is actually the biggest exporter of malt whisky in the UK. It's also the whisky capital of the world, it's said to be. And yeah, I think there's 7 main distilleries, even just within a mile or two of this town. One being the original Dufftown distillery. It was actually taken over by Diageo. And there's also Glenfiddich, there's Balvenie, there's Mortlach, there's Glendullan, and there's Kinniby. And of course, Aberlour is located about 3 or 4, maybe a few miles away. That's home of the Aberlour whisky. And of course, Walker's Shortbread as well. And then Glenfiddich is about 8 miles away from here as well. So yeah, some very famous whisky distilleries here. And it's on the Whisky Trail, and there'll be tours of a lot of these distilleries as well. People from thousands of miles away worldwide will come to Dufftown to taste the whiskies on the whisky tours and maybe get a little bit drunk as well. I'm not a fan of alcohol, to be honest. It's not really my thing, so I wouldn't be doing such a thing, but for other people it's definitely something they'll come here to visit for. The likes of the distilleries like Glendullan and also Glenfiddich, there's a local rivers here called the Fiddich and the Dullan. Of course, the water there named after the distilleries. Or I just seem to be the other way around. Distilleries named after the rivers. There's the clock tower there. Just have a little walk around the town. Of course, the whisky shops here. So the clock tower that you see there was actually completed in 1839, and it was actually the town jail originally when it was first built. It then became the Tourist Information Centre, but now it is laying vacant. But it does chime out on the hour every hour, I believe. Also, I mentioned Balvenie whisky. There's also a Balvenie Castle. It's located not too far away from here. It's actually closer to Dufftown than Auchidoun Castle is where we once were earlier on today. It's about a mile away from Dufftown itself. And that is also operated by Historic Scotland. I think you definitely have to pay to go in there, not like Auchidoun where we just sort of turn up and yeah, go and visit it by itself without paying. Just on the exit road of Dufftown, you can see Mortlach's distillery is right in the centre of the shot here. Yeah, this road will take you either towards Huntly or Aberlour, depending on if you took the right road or the left road. Yeah, so that road there is exiting Dufftown. Up here is where you enter Dufftown, and up here is the Mortlach Whisky Distillery, and also there's a Mortlach Castle as well. Just a close-up view of the distillery. I'm not sure if they operate at weekends. This is currently a Saturday as we're recording this. It's got a date there of 1823, I think it says there. George Cowie and Son, licensed distillers. See if the church is maybe this direction over here. Oh, auntie, good boy. One thing I do like about whiskey is the smell. I don't know if they'll be operating today, as I say, but definitely still smell it. Do like the smell. It's very quiet around here. So yeah, I decided we're not going to go up to the church today, maybe a future video we might do this, just a little bit of information about it. You want to pause it here. But yeah, the first line here is Mortlake Kirk may be the oldest and only surviving church in Dufftown, but Mortlake also had its own monastery. And in an article in 1861, the writer tells that the Mortlake distillery was built on the foundations of the monastery. These foundations were visible when the distillery was built, and part of the old monastery is said to have incorporated in the malt house. Yeah, I think it's slightly warm. I mean, it's not too warm, but Monty's obviously finding it, or he will find it warmer being a dog, so I think we're going to head back into the centre of Dufftown now. I think we'll head up the right side of it. I think that down that side is some of the other shops like the Co-op and things. Nothing, you know, too specific to whiskey, but we'll go past some of the other shops, past the clock tower as well. Just heading up to Dufftown now, and this route actually takes you to Auchidoun Castle, part of the Isle of Way. There's a sign up here for Glenfiddich, which is 1 mile to the right. I think it's the next junction, not this one here, but the next one over there. Then beyond that, over in sort of direction towards the clock tower is Glenlivet, that's 8 miles away. And also towards that exit road is the golf course, and then Benrinnes, which we've also done before. And there's no high school in Dufftown. The nearest one is in Aberlour, which is a Speyside High School. But I think there is a local primary school here. There's a whiskey bar and restaurant here called the Maltings. They also offer whiskey tasting. That's what they offer here. So yeah, lunches and evening meals by the looks of things. There's a bookshop opened up here recently. It's like a little coffee shop, bookshop. Someone from England actually moved up here to open it, and I think it's proven very successful. I don't know exactly where it is, and maybe off to the right hand side, but apparently it's very, very good. And the Co-op is up here as well. This week's the local shop. They don't have a big shop here like an Asda or Tesco, just the local Co-op. So I think that coffee shop is actually there, the Bine one, I think it's called. It's also got the Capercaillie here as well. And then here's the tower. So a couple of plaques located along the tower here and the tower walls. We have a little walk and see them just now. So we've got the Fife Arms over to the right here, and the Capercaillie, as I said, and the Bine book and coffee shop, and down this road here is the exit road towards Glenlivet. I've said in the past, I never feel confident enough at the moment vlogging in public. It's quite a quiet town, but yeah, never feel like I want to pull out the camera when people are around. But just getting used to it, I suppose, is one of the main things. One last view of the tower here, and then we're going to head back to the car. Just going to end the video now. Just a very quick visit to Dufftown. I didn't go into too much detail. As I say, I don't feel that confident walking around with a camera in front of me. It's just like a little quiet Scottish town, and not like a big bustling city that you maybe feel confident doing so. But yeah, it's a lovely, lovely place, is Dufftown. And yeah, we did Auchindoun Castle earlier as well, and just a little explored in the town of Dufftown. But yeah, we're going to head off home, get some lunch, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye! Monty, you're hot, aren't you? You've had all your water. See you later, bye!